Hey everyone, welcome to Average Joe Preparedness. My name's Rick, and I'm an Average Joe. I know it's been a little bit, that's because the holidays. And whether you're into basic emergency preparedness, practical preparedness, way up here, worst case scenario preparedness, whatever it is you're into, as far as I'm concerned, preparedness is so that your life is good. Yes? And towards the end of the year, we had the holidays. And yeah, I hope everyone had a fantastic holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, yes, New Year's. If I can get this video out in time, this is actually the last day of this year. Whew, we got through this year. Yes? Happy about that. But know what's important, and that is spending time with friends, spending time with family, the camaraderie, the presents and the tree, if that's what you do, or Thanksgiving, if that's what you do, the meals and the happiness. Yes, at least that's what I think. Yes. So anyways, that's why it's been a while since my last video. Okay, today we're going to go over a whole bunch of stuff. I think I say that every time, but let me try to narrow it down. Let me try to give you what it is. We're going to go over things that I've been testing this year, and that doesn't mean that I'm an advocate for them. I'm just letting you know how things have been going over a year that I've been using things. I'm going to show you some stuff I got for Christmas, wink, wink, and what I'm going to be testing over the next year, besides other things, because I'm always testing stuff out because I can always try to hopefully find something better that costs less or costs the same but has a better value. And so anyways, we'll go over a few things. Yes, my first video. So I think I went over it in one of the videos. It was an idea to go back and look at my videos and see how things have changed since last time. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. So I went back and watched my very first video, and so I have a comparison now as to then. Yes? Yes. Then at the very beginning of this year, I did a video as to what to expect or what not to expect. And we're going to see my scorecard on that, how well I did. We're going to talk a little bit about finances when it comes to, hopefully everybody understands the cost of everything's going up. We're going to talk about good enough or something is better than nothing, because I saw that in a couple of videos and I just wanted to piggyback on it and maybe put my own little twist on that. And then who knows, while we're making this video, something might come up. Yes? If nothing else, maybe we'll talk about some stuff that's going to happen this year. Not exactly sure. This is not my welcome to 2024 video and my predictions for that, although they're probably going to be about the same as my welcome to 2023 and my predictions there too. Don't think it's going to change a lot. Maybe a few little things, but we'll see how that goes. Yes? Yes. So, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to try to multitask because I always do. Why do one thing when you can do two at the same time? Yes, people say you can't multitask. In this case, I'll disagree. So first thing is a belt. I have a belt. People are going to be like, yeah, no kidding. You got to keep your pants up. Not the point. When it comes to something is better than nothing and good enough, and roll with me on this. You can have anything to hold up your pants. You can have a piece of rope. But what I was using was these cheap belts that I would get from Walmart. Because I'm just like, hey man, it's just to hold up my pants. Who cares? At the time, they cost like somewhere between 12 and 15 bucks. I think they're a little bit more than that. And they might last me a year. You guys with me? So every year I'd go and buy another one of these belts. And in a year, it would break. And something is better than nothing. You guys with me? See where that is. But the thing is never to stop if you can move on. And that is to try to find something better when you're in a position to do so. Yes? Yes. So I did research. Those belts that you get at like Walmart or cheap belts, they're not even leather and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I got me a belt. I'm wearing it right now. I'm not going to take it off, guys. And I get nothing from it. And I'm sure there's lots of belt manufacturers out there, but it's leather and it's from Hank's Belts. I mean, if you guys want to Google it and check it out. The issue is it's one belt and it was pretty costly. It cost like It cost like 30 something bucks at the time. I think they're a little bit more now. So 30 something bucks for a belt was a lot to me. Somebody out there is going, dude, it's like, no, like 50 bucks or something like that might be. But I was paying like 12 bucks, 10, 12 bucks a belt. And now I go up to like 30 something bucks for a belt. And I was like, man, this thing better work. So I think I'm about 18 months into it and it looks good. It works. It's not getting those little break points and the holes ain't. So anyways, I'm just letting you know that I'm still wearing a good leather belt. It's still working. I'm not selling it. I'm not doing anything. What I'm talking about is good enough and how you need to wear stuff out to see if it works. Yes? Yes. Now I figure I've probably got about another 18 months before this thing breaks even versus the 10 to 12 bucks once a year. You guys with me so far? But all I'm saying is it looks good. In another 18 months, 2 years, something like that, if this belt is still working, then I'm going to be like, if you guys have been here a while, you guys understand how funny this is. I'll do like a commercial, because I don't really do commercials, for this belt brand and the belt I got. You know what I'm saying? And they could sponsor me or something. I'm just kidding. So, but my point, on a serious note, of what I'm trying to make is get something. Something is better than nothing. And if it's good enough for you, fine. But if you can work up, and I'm going to do this a few times during this video, and if you can work up and find something better, then when you can, you should. Yes? Yes. All right, next are socks. And again, we're going to go over the exact same thing. I used to, and I still do, by the way, I get like, I think they're called Dickies socks. And you can get them at like Walmart. I think they got them at Costco. You know, when fall comes, they have them. It's like a pack of them. And I would get those socks and they last me about a year. Almost the same thing. A year, 18 months. And I'd be wearing through them because I'm rough on stuff, basically. And I mentioned it in a video, I think for last Christmas. It was about a year ago. I think that's why I got them for Christmas, because they're so expensive. Is I got me some, they're called Darn Tough socks. And they are expensive. One pair of socks at the time was like 35 bucks. I know somebody out there's like, dude, I'm not paying 35 bucks for one pair of socks. And I totally agree. That's why I asked for it for Christmas. That's why I got it. And now somebody asked me in the comments section when I talked about it, if they work because their husband goes through socks. Well, I can tell you this much, 12 months later, and they're still working. Yes? Yes. Now, am I selling Darn Tough socks yet? Nope, because it's only been 1 year. And normally the other socks that I have would last a year. So again, I'm looking at 2 or 3 years of my rough wear on these socks before I'm going to get on here and say, Darn Tough socks, that's right, which I probably never do, but you guys get what I'm saying. But somebody asked if I could give updates, and I'm giving an update on the socks. Darn Tough socks, they're expensive, 1 year. I don't know if you guys can tell I'm rough on stuff, and so they're looking good. Now, we'll get to it after the third thing. Hold on one more second, and I'll make my point. Next thing is for long underwear. Now, again, I get the kind that you can get at Walmart or you can get them at Costco. I think they're called 32 degrees. They're not really, really expensive, and they're okay. As far as I'm concerned, anybody can critique me and say, oh, no, those stink, or these are better, or these are great, or whatever. But what I did do was, and it's been a couple of years now, because of how expensive it is I got I don't even have a full set. I have a top. That's it. And it's merino wool. And I think I may have mentioned it once. And it was expensive then, and it's even more expensive now. But some people have said that they don't last very long, and maybe they're not worth the money. Well, I can tell you this. So far, it is way worth the money. If I just wear the top, I don't have the pants yet because they're expensive, and I didn't ask for it for Christmas this year. Or maybe I did, but I got other stuff. Doesn't matter. The point being is, they're really expensive, but when I'm just wearing that top, it is warm. And it is warmer than these 32 degrees. But the cost, see, that's the problem. Get something. Is it good? Something is better than nothing. Is it good enough? Move on when you can. So that's still in process. I still haven't ruined it. You see what I'm saying? And now when it comes to the socks and when it comes to long underwear, here's something I've seen people write stuff about how they wear out fast and they don't work. Listen to me. And I got one of my commenters and subscribers, he does it often. He gave me a hard time about this, and I jokingly, and I had no issue with it, just so we know, this was all comedy, about how I got on here and I talk about, and I'll do it again, I've done it before, I'll do it again, is doing laundry. Doing laundry can save you money. Yes, I'm talking about finances, I'm talking about saving money, I do in every video. If you have something like expensive socks or long underwears or whatever, do your laundry correctly and it will last longer. Yes, I know. I'm talking about actually having to do laundry. People are like, I don't want to talk about how to do laundry correctly. Yes. Do your laundry correctly. It will save you money in water, in the electricity, in the gas, in the cleaning stuff that you use, and in what you're washing, how long you can make it last. Okay? Final thoughts on that. Do your laundry correctly. Okay, now let's focus on the things I'm going to wear out or I'm going to beat up on or whatever this year. Don't get me wrong, it's everything I have, but I added some new things to it, sort of, kind of. And we'll start with the first one. I talked to you not that long ago on a video. I said I got a new mess kit, but I wasn't going to advertise it or say how good it was until I wear it out. So it's back here. I'm still going to use it. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. So, and I'll get to, if I think it's worth it, I'm going to let you guys know who it is, how much it costs. Is that bugging me, that sound? Anyways, that's on my list. This year, I'm already doing it, but this year I'm gonna wear that thing out. I'm gonna be rough to it. I'm gonna be mean to it, and we're gonna see how that goes. Yes? Yes. But I mean, if it brings up anything to you that you need to get a mess kit, by the way, there's a reminder, you should get a mess kit. Yes? The next thing. You guys seeing these? Now, someone else, I think I saw these somewhere else, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna look into it. And so I got them. I actually asked for these for Christmas. Not kidding. Okay, so it's little Energizer flashlights, but there's more. Watch. What it is if you guys can see this little switch or how you push it, boop, see that? So it plugs into a wall. And if you turn this on, but if you turn it on when it's plugged into the wall, the light doesn't work. And when your power goes out, the light comes on. So it's in your outlet, little flashlight, and you pull it off and you flick that little thing up and you now have a flashlight. It's rechargeable. Look, turn it on and off too. And it's rechargeable. While it's sitting there, it's sucking up a charge. I was like, man, that is a cool idea. So for the outlets that don't get used, whatever, maybe one in a room, that'd be nice over in the corner. You plug this little bad boy in. When the power goes out, it comes on. Lights up the room. You grab it, suck that little thing in, and next thing you know, you're walking around with a cool little flashlight that's been charging this whole time. Does that bug you guys? Sorry. Cool little flashlight that's been charging this whole time. So I'm going to use this for a year. I'm not advertising this, guys. I'm going to use it for at least a year. And I'll bring it up next end of year video, maybe. We'll see how these things go. Yes, I'm excited. Okay, the next thing, which has been on my, what do they call them? Like prepper wish list for a little bit. Yes? You guys seen this? It is the candle lantern. Come on, guys. If you guys have been watching videos of other content creators, you guys have to have seen this thing. Yes? So I just got this for Christmas. And it comes with candles. You guys see that right there? And this nice little bag that it goes in. So I'm not going to do an unboxing video. You guys have probably seen it on other channels. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to try this. We're going to go old school with a candle, but with a new school sort of thing going on. Yes? Initially, I'm like, man, this thing seems kind of, I don't know, light. But that's thin. You guys with me? But that doesn't matter. I've been shocked and amazed by stuff before that I was like, I don't know how long it's going to, and it lasted a long time. So we're going to find out. I'm going to use this constantly. But what I'm saying is in about a year, I'll let you guys know how this goes. Okay? Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. In a year, maybe less, who knows how much I beat up on it. I might be a total advocate for that thing. And I'll go for the other one. There's one that's got like 3 candles in it, if I'm not mistaken. It's bigger, so you get more light, generates more heat. But I might be a total advocate. This might be in every corner of every one of my videos. I'll like have it hanging up here for product placement or something. Yes? Who knows? I'm just kidding, guys. It's probably not going to happen. But anyways, I thought that thing was totally cool. And I love it's got a spring that pushes the candle up. And it's got the glass so the candle's enclosed for safety. And I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool. And I wanted to see how it was. Yes? Not pushing on anybody else. Just hopefully you can understand. And by the way, can you tell I'm excited? Because I got it for Christmas. Okay, next, you guys know I've had this. This isn't like I'm going to use this for the next year. And everybody knows how these things are. Everybody knows how good they are, the buddy heaters. But what I do have, I've had, so I just haven't had an opportunity to check it out yet, is I have the longer hose that goes to the larger propane bottles. You guys with me? And you guys are aware, okay, disclaimer, I'm not an expert on anything. Everything here is my opinion. Whatever you do is your business. But you should know that the hoses that you hook up to it, to the larger propane containers, is you need to have a filter. So I have the filter. Now, the buddy heater guys, if you go on their site, they have hoses and they say you don't need the filter. That's up to you. I'd probably put a filter on it anyways because I got it. So I have yet to hook this thing up to the bigger bottles. So I'm going to be doing it. You guys see, I use the little bottles. So this year, I'm going to be using the larger bottles with the filters and the hoses, and we're going to see how it actually works so I can let you guys know honestly how it works. Yes? Yes. All right, now we're going to talk about my first video. Somebody brought it up that it might be an idea to go back, because I talk about my old videos and how long ago they were, and you should go back and check them out. And someone commented and said, well, you could look at them and then say, what has changed from then until now? You with me? It's good to reflect on things, what you thought of, what you believed, how you did things in the past to where you're doing them now, and the whys and the what fors. Yes? So I went back and I watched my very first video. And I'm going to look over here because I have notes. And it was mental preparedness. And it was 3 years ago. 3, you like that? 3 years ago. So I'm an advocate of mental preparedness for anything because your mind sets the tone on what you're going to do. So whether you're going to succeed or whether you're going to fail, it all starts and basically ends up here. Yes? And that's what the video was about. And so, yeah, I watched it again to think to myself and to compare then to now. Now, info you, I'm going to tag it. What? No, it's over here, Rick. I'm like pointing. No, it's right over here. So I'm going to tag that video. And I recommend going back and watching it because besides the fact that I look so young and I was so excited about doing videos at the time, it's my very first one. And this area back here was way cleaner, just to let you know. Yeah, I was probably in better shape too. Or, okay, I was just younger. Anyways, but besides that, I watched the video and I don't think anything has changed in the way I think. And I was excited about that because in a way, I was excited to see if I had changed, and then to come on here and say, hey, watch this video, but this is what's changed. And I couldn't find anything. I mean, maybe my presentation would change, but basically, no, nothing would change. So from my first video 3 years ago till now, I haven't changed. If you go back and watch it, I'm not going to put it again. It was already there. And you go, oh, that's how you thought then? Guess what? Basically, it's how I think now. And finally, I went back and watched I'm going to put this one here though. That's Welcome to 2023 video. Yes? So it was a little less than, barely, just a little less than a year ago. And guess what? I was right about everything. So now don't think, oh, Rick, you're being a jerk, man. You're being like thinking about how great you are. No. You know how I was right? It's because I didn't overstep my bounds. I stayed in my lanes. And what I predicted what was going to happen this year was not wild and crazy stuff like some channels you see out there. Some content creators are like, ah! And I don't do that. And that stuff didn't happen. But everything I said you should be prepared for that was probably going to happen did. Now, don't get me wrong. I know somebody's like, man, Rick, you're kind of being like a cocky jerk right now. No. Hold on. Hear me out. Go back and watch the video. Nothing I predicted was outside of a crazy box. And now somebody might say, well, it's easy if you just put the bar low, you can predict these things. Yes, you can. But you'd be surprised how many people are not ready for those things. And that was the point. And in a month from now, I'm going to do a Welcome to 2024 and I'm going to make my predictions. And most of them are probably going to be the exact same thing. They're not going to be, they're basic stuff like the cost of things is going to go up. It's going to increase. The gasoline prices are going to go up and down. Stock market's going to go up and down. Interest rates, who knows what they're going to go. But all in all, trending, the price of a loaf of bread has not gone down. I'm not talking about gasoline. He goes, the price of a pound of hamburger has not gone down. The price of think of trash bags has not gone down. Everything is trending up. That was an easy thing for me to predict. You with me? So, and it was just one of the things. And those are the things you need to be ready for. Those are the things that there was an earthquake somewhere, that there was a tornado somewhere, that there was a hurricane somewhere, that the power went out somewhere. You guys with me? Not the bar is low, but how many people do you know aren't ready for those items? Yes? Yes. And last but not least, with the trending and prices going up, we're going to end on finances. Yes, somebody's going to be like, oh man, I thought we were getting out of this without finances. Nope, you ain't getting out of it without finances. And that is something I do in every video. All right, I'll just touch base on it. And that is cooking at home. Okay, you guys have heard it before and you're going to hear it again all the time. I'm an advocate for cooking at home, not going out to eat, trying not to get prefab stuff, although I do, admittedly. Listen to me very carefully. Costco, if you can get to Costco, we get these we call them Costco meals. You know what I'm talking about? And you get them over, they're like in the meat section off to the side, in the frozen food section. And they're huge. And they cost like a pretty good chunk of money, but once you eat it for days or you have big groups of people come over, it's really inexpensive if you do the math. You guys with me? But start with something like that, I guess. I'm not talking, no fast food, no. And to start making stuff at home. I've talked about a lot of stuff that I do, baking mostly, but then I do cooking. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this. The latest thing I did was pizza from scratch. No, I did not make my own cheese. No, I did not make my own pepperoni. But the crust from scratch, I made that. And the sauce, pizza sauce. Did you know you can make pizza sauce at home? Somebody's going to laugh. Go ahead. It's cool. Get it out of your system. Rick didn't know you can make pizza sauce. Yeah. So with basic stuff, I mean, it's like tomato paste and tomato sauce and some spices that you have, most people do, up in their cupboards. And it was good. You know, mine had a little too much Italian seasoning in it for the lovely lady in my life. To me, I mean, I like seasoning, but she was like, okay, there's a little too much. Your amps don't need to go to 11, Rick. So the next time I make it, I'll be taking it down a notch. So pizza, you with me? And why? Because even the cheap, great value pizzas at Walmart now cost over $5, is what Little Caesars used to cost. Everything's going up, guys, and one of the most important things is food, because you can't live without it. You can turn the lights off in your house, electricity, and you can take colder showers, gas or electric, depends on what heats your water. You can take less showers or quicker showers. You can reduce your water usage. But food is something you have to have. And when it tastes nice, you learn to cook it at home. You learn to add what you like, and it really does reduce the cost. So I'm an advocate of it. Please start cooking at home. And I'm going to be doing it this year. We're talking about making noodles. You guys know what I'm talking about? She got me an attachment like a couple Christmases ago. I haven't used it. That goes on my food mixer. Yes, I have one. Let's not go. I'll show you one day. And you hook it on and you run the dough through it and you actually make noodles. So we're going to be making noodles. We'll see how that goes. Yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for me. Okay, video's too long. Yes, but that is the way. I hope everyone enjoyed your holidays, and I will be seeing you. If I can get this out, I'll be seeing you guys next year. Yes? In the meantime, I hope this finds you well. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. I hope you are happy. I hope you're positive, and I hope for whatever life brings you that you are being prepared.